Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today working on the 70 Chevy truck. Actually have a aluminum finned diff cover for the front. They said this is a vintage one. I'm not real sure if it was made you know, back in the 70s 80s or not. There's no like markings on it to say when it was made. I guess it don't matter. I'd like it if it was old, but if it ain't, it ain't. I think it's really neat looking. I kind of just sanded it down a little bit, and then I clear coated it with a satin clear, so it's not like super shiny. It's just you know, just raw aluminum with a satin clear. I think that really is going to go well with the truck. So actually going to crawl under there, just going to pop the bolts out and then drain the fluid. I'll probably just do a quick quick view of that. Okay, so here's what come out, and actually it's a pretty nice chrome piece. Actually, it was so dirty when I ordered that aluminum finned one, I didn't even know this had a chrome front diff cover. I think it's got a chrome rear cover on it too, but I probably just would have SOS this one if I would have known it had a nice cover on it. But actually I prefer the finned aluminum one. And I think that finned aluminum one is supposed to add a little more capacity fluid. So Anyway, probably keep this one because it's in nice shape. I'll just clean it up, put it in the box that I got the other one in, and we'll save it. Okay guys, so we're under the truck looking at the axle. I've got it cleaned up. Actually, I've been cleaning the whole axle off because I'm probably gonna paint that. I've been degreasing it and scrubbing it a little bit, but I got my sealing surface all cleaned up. I've looked at the gears. All the gears look really good. You're probably not going to be able to see anything on camera here, but everything seems to look pretty good. There was a little bit of shavings in the fluid, and the fluid I think had maybe a tiny bit of water in it, but that's why you change it. So not a whole lot, I don't think there was in there, but it did look like I seen a little bit mixed in with the oil. But yeah, that's there it is. There's a marking on this gear. It says 12271, and this is a 70 truck, so I'm not sure if that would be right for the truck or not. There was I think GM had a strike going on in '69, so I don't know if some of these axles or some of these trucks were made later in the 71 year or what, but kind of off if that is a date mark. But anyway guys, I'm gonna get my cover back on now that everything's cleaned up, and yeah, we'll get this thing on. Okay, so one more issue I had to solve before I could install this is these are the original bolts right here that come out of that chrome cover. You can see it's not very long. That is because that chrome cover is very thin. It's like stamped steel. You can see this aluminum cover has a much thicker flange on it. So I couldn't safely reuse these shorter bolts. So I found these ones. We had these stainless ones right here. 5/16 I believe is what they are. But them were too long. So I had to actually cut these down myself to about 3/4 inch. That should do it. Some of the holes under there I noticed would take a 1-inch bolt, but some of them won't. So I decided to take the time and just cut down 10 bolts. It's probably faster than driving to town and looking for them anyway. So got my bolts, got my cover. Oh, I forgot about the gasket. I've got these fancy gaskets right here. They call them LubeLockers. LubeLocker gaskets, and they're pretty neat, guys. They are pretty fancy gaskets, and these are designed to go on dry. You don't put any kind of RTV on them or any kind of sealant or anything. They go on dry, and I think they have a steel insert. I thought they had said they had like a steel insert that helps so they don't get over torqued or whatever. But yeah, I mean, these are really nice gaskets. I like the fact that you put them on dry. Seems like you use the RTV and you're trying to get it on there, and I think a lot of times what happens is before it dries, the lube that's in the axle or in wherever you're sealing gets down on the bottom and kind of ruins the seal, ruins the RTV. But not on this, but not with this LubeLocker. So I'm looking forward to putting this on there and having absolutely no leaks. So I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna get this on, get this bolted on there, and I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, so it is in. And my Haynes manual for 73 to 87 trucks says 10 to 20 foot-pounds for them bolts. I did between there, I did 15 foot-pounds. I actually used a inch-pound wrench. It was like 180 inch-pounds, I believe, is what 15 foot-pounds is. So went around, torqued them. I got my plug out. I'm getting ready to add the fluid. I'll show you the fluid that I'm going to use. Okay, this is the fluid I'm using. I'm going to use this front and rear. So I bought a gallon of it. Lucas 80-90 gear oil. So that's what's going in when I do the rear as well. So I'm going to get this in, get this job wrapped up. Okay, so I've got the fluid in there. I got my fill plug installed, and now, well, I gotta do some cleanup because I got gear lube everywhere. But I'm going to actually tape off the diff cover, and I'm going to paint that axle. Some people might be wondering why I didn't paint it before I put the diff cover on. If you do that, it's hard to get the diff cover flange all painted. Sometimes you'll miss some stuff like that. So it's easy just to run a piece of tape around that diff cover and then cover it up, and then I'm going to shoot the rest of it. I'm just going to shoot it black. Well, there it is. All finished up. I got the axle painted up. Just kind of a quickie paint job. I got something else going on that axle. I needed to clean it up anyway. So I love it. I don't think it's showing up very good in the video here, but I can see it in person a lot better. That diff cover is very cool, I think. I'm glad I got it. I know when I found the chrome cover, you know, I thought maybe I just should have left it, but this aluminum one is so much better. I got one for the rear too. I'm going to put that in eventually. I got to do a little work to that one. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you.